This is Myra Elaine from the Buying Space channel. Today I continue my series of reading from the Torah. In this Torah, the Hebrew is on this side, and the English translation from the Hebrew is on this side. I don't read Hebrew, so I'll be reading from the English side. I'm in chapter 24. And Abraham was old, well stricken in age, and the Lord had blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said unto his servant, the eldest of his house, who ruled over all that he had, Put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and I will make thee swear by the Lord, and the God of heaven and the God of earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son from the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell, but unto my country and to my birthplace shalt thou go, and take a wife unto my son, unto Isaac. And the servant said to him, Peradventure the woman will not be willing to follow me into this land. Must I then bring thy son back into the land from which thou camest? And Abraham said unto him, Beware thou that thou bring not my son back thither. The Lord, the God of heaven, who took me from my father's house and from the land of my nativity, and who spoke unto me and swore unto me, saying, Unto thy seed I will give this land. He will send his angel before thee, and thou shalt make a wife unto my son from there. But if the woman should not be willing to follow thee, then thou shalt be clear from this my oath. Only thou shalt not bring my son back thither. And the servant put his hand under the thigh of Abraham his master, and swore to him concerning the matter. And the servant took 10 camels of his master, and departed, having all goodly things of his master's in hand. And he arose and went to Mesopotamia, unto the city of Nachar. And he made the camels kneel down without the city by a well of water at the time of the evening, and at the time that the women go out and draw the water. And he said, O Lord, the God of my master Abraham, I pray thee, send me good speed this day, and deal me kindly with my master Abraham. Behold, I stand by the fountain of water, and the daughters of the men of the city come out to draw water. So let it come to pass that the maiden to whom I shall say, Let down thy pitcher, I pray thee, that I may drink, and I shall say, Drink, and to thy camels also I give drink. Be the one thou hast appointed for thy servant Isaac, and thereby shall I know that thou hast dealt kindly with my master. And it came to pass, before he had yet to finish speaking, that behold, Rebekah came out, who was born to Bethuel, the son of Micaiah, the wife of Nachor, Abraham's brother, with her pitcher upon her shoulder. And the maiden was of a very handsome appearance, and a virgin, neither had any man known her. And she went down to the fountain and filled her pitcher and came up. And the servant ran to meet her and said, Let me, I pray, drink a little water out of thy pitcher. And she said, Drink, my lord. And she hesitated and put her pitcher upon her hand and gave him to drink. And when she had finished giving him drink, she said, Also, for thy camels I will draw water, until they have finished drinking. And she hastened and emptied her pitcher unto the trough, and ran again to the well to draw water, and drew for all his camels. And the man, wondering at her, remained silent, to discover whether the Lord had made his journey prosperous or not. And it came to pass, as the camels had finished drinking, that the man took a gold earring, half a shekel in weight, and 2 bracelets for her hands, 10 gold shekels in weight. And he said, Whose daughter art thou? Tell me, I pray thee, is there room in thy father's house for us to lodge in? And she said unto him, I am the daughter of Bethuel, of the son of Micaiah, whom she bore unto Nabor. And she said unto him, We have both straw and provender in plenty, as also room to lodge in. And the man bowed down his head and prostrated himself before the Lord. And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of my master Abraham, who hath not forsaken his mercy and his truth from my master. I being on the way, the Lord hath led me to the house of the brethren of my master. And the maiden ran and told her mother's house according to these words. And Rebekah had a brother, and his name was Laban. And Laban ran out to the man unto the fountain. And it came to pass, when he saw the earring and the bracelets upon his sister's hands, and when he heard the words of Rebekah his sister, saying, Thus spoke the man unto me, and he came unto the man, and behold, he was standing by the camels at the well. And he said, Come in, thou blessed of the Lord. Wherefore standest thou without? I have prepared the house and the room for the camels. And the man came into the house, and he was ungirded the camels, and he gave straw and provender for the camels, and water to wash his feet and the feet of the men that were with him. And there was a set food before him to eat, but he said, I will not eat until I have spoken my words. And he saith, Speak on. And he said, I am Abraham's servant, and the Lord hath blessed my master greatly, and he is become great, and he hath given him flocks and herds, and silver and gold, and men servants and maid servants, and camels and asses. And Sarah, my master's wife, bore him a son to my master after she became old, and he hath given unto him all that he hath. And my master made me swear, saying, Thou shalt not take a wife for my son from the daughters of the Canaanites in those lands that I dwell, but thou must go unto my father's house and to my kindred, and take a wife unto my son. And I said unto my master, Peradventure the woman will not follow me. And he said unto me, The Lord before whom I have walked will send his angel with thee, and prosper thy way, that thou mayest take a wife for my son from my kindred, from my father's house. Then shalt thou be clear from my oath within the comest to my kindred, and if they do not give thee one, then thou shalt be clear from my oath. So it looks like things are going well for the servant who's come to find a wife for Isaac. And it's kind of strange that Isaac doesn't have a say in this. But Isaac has been more than a forthcoming son, in that he even, after he realized that Abraham was going to sacrifice him to God, cooperated. Of course, the sacrifice of Isaac was stopped, and a sacrifice was provided. A ram was caught in a bush. So we'll see if Isaac's marriage and the obtaining of a bride is just as blessed as the ram that was caught in the bush. Have a wonderful and blessed day, everyone.